Houston, we have a problem. Well, this morning I went to do some editing on the computer, and for some reason Premiere Pro wouldn't open. It just kept crashing. So now I've got Adobe technicians looking at it. So far I've got to say that it wasn't that difficult to get a hold of an Adobe technician, and they've been very, very good so far. But he's been at this for about half an hour now. They tried a few other things, and I think essentially what they're going to do is now remove Premiere Pro from my computer and try and reinstall it. Not sure exactly what was going on. He couldn't find one of the DLL files, so just have to see what this chap does for me. Yeah, it's like anything else, you know, with computers. It doesn't matter what software it is, there's always issues from time to time, but it can be extremely frustrating, of course, when you're trying to edit a vlog. It's a lengthy process, is editing, and the last thing you need is for software to crash. Anyway, let's see how he gets on with this, shall we? He's working away, look. Well, as you can see, Adobe Premiere Pro is now up and running again. It's working just fine. Yeah, I'm afraid when it comes to software and computers, these things are sent to try us. I think you've got to take the pragmatic approach to these types of things, and remember the 3 rules of life. Rule number 1, crap happens. Rule number 2, crap happens almost every day, and of course rule number 3, you best get used to rules 1 and 2. That's it, that's my philosophy. It stood me in pretty good stead. No getting too frustrated about it. It can always be sorted out. I will say this though, Adobe support staff were really very, very good. Took control of my computer and sorted it all out. Took about half an hour, not too bad. Well, Pi's out there sort of doing a garden in the front. Well, Pi and I were due to go off to Shenzhen town this morning, but we can't. Dad's got to go to the farm with the truck. As you can see, it ain't there. The other thing missing as well is the motorbike, the little scooter. That too is sick. It's just gone to the shop. We're not quite sure, something to do with the back suspension. So yeah, that's got to be fixed as well. Well, 7 months ago, Pi and I didn't really think today would be possible, but we did have certain goals, and we've certainly lived up to the dream. There was an awful lot of people out there in the beginning of our vlog said that we'd never reach 1,000 subscribers, but this morning we just hit 3,000. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Outstanding. We're both absolutely delighted, and we do appreciate support. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for sharing and liking. It has made an enormous difference to our lives, and of course that of mum and dad as well. So thank you. It's very, very cool, and hopefully we'll continue to grow. I do like Pi's roses. She's got a little red one as well over here. They're just so nice, and they really smell good. As you can see, Pi just loves doing her gardening. She's got very, very green fingers, I'm pleased to say. I've never known anybody to be able to plant the way she does and let things grow. But again, it's a love of hers, it's a passion, and it shows when you look at all the plants that she has grown. You can see just how much love she puts into them, because again, none of them are sick, none of them are dying, they're all flourishing. Just look at all these. And it's not just the flowers, of course. There's all the spring onion and vegetables that we've grown here. Well, Pi's just sorting out all her vegetables for dinner. She just saw a Facebook post by Chris Crookson. He'd gone out sea fishing and caught some cod. But I used to love a bit of cod. Go down to the fish and chip shop, oh lovely. But one of my favourites, fun enough, was rock salmon. Oh, now that is good eating. Well, Pi and I are getting through this big bunch of bananas. They are tasty though. There's a load more of them growing at the farm as well. They're just so sweet. It's unbelievable. Like I said, I've eaten bananas in the UK and I've never come across bananas this sweet. It's like the pineapple as well. The fruits here are just incredible, they really are. Those dragon eye that we got off the tree yesterday as well, oh man, are they sweet. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, it doesn't matter what type of fruit you get here. Pineapple, watermelon, cantaloupe melons, dragon eye, lychee and bananas, just absolutely delicious. Now you're in for a real treat, guys. Brilliant, isn't it? I just love anything like this. It's just so creative. You get lots of things like this going on and around the village from time to time, and I always find it really interesting. I like to see them play it on the traditional instruments. I think it's just fantastic. Well, Pi's on the hunt, look. She's heard there's some rambutan growing at her mum's sister's house, so she's going to go round. She's got a bag, look. She's going to go and get some. Free fruit grows pretty much everywhere, this rambutan. It's, again, one of those fruits, really, really tasty. So we're going to go and get some. A couple of people have asked me, how laid back is it here? Well, very, to be honest with you. I mean, right now I'm sitting in somebody's garden and we're sitting in their little sala here. Pa just wanted to come and have a chat before she gets her rambutan. How about that for a hammock, guys? They've got a little baby in there, look. How cute. You go, yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, it is very laid back, but this is village life, you know. When they're not in the fields farming, then they're relaxing, and it's as simple as that. They've got a couple of ducks in here as well. They've got quite a big bit of land here. Now this is like their storage area. This is actually quite a nice place. There's the front gate, and they've got another gate over there leading into the main house with the sala there. All trees and stuff in the garden. Really nice. Thai houses are very unique and they're really quite interesting. You've got all sorts of little places and buildings going on, but they store stuff and they keep their ducks. This is where they keep their ducks. There's only a couple of them though. But yeah, cool, isn't it? Look at these bananas though, little tiny ones. How nice is that? They'll be sweet. I'll try one in a minute. As you go out of the main gate, of course, you're mere feet from the Mekong River. Just up there, there's a rambutan tree. They've got loads on there. But yeah, literally come outside the gate here and you're on the back road. And you can then go down this little sort of, you know, bit of jungle, if you like. All in the banana trees. And these are all growing wild. Although this is somebody's land, whose land it is, I really don't know. But they won't take any umbrage from me having a walk down here. They've got some passion fruit growing here. Again, it's quite a big thing up here to grow passion fruit. And of course, once you get to there, there's all your passion fruit. And literally just feet beyond that, the Mekong. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, there's so many little places here, little nooks and crannies you can sort of, you know, explore. Go off into the one of the little soys, then off into the little back tracks, into the dirt roads, and then you'll find yourself surrounded by jungle and water. It's just incredible. The amount of lakes and ponds that are around here as well. Just so many. Got coconuts up there as well. They'll be ready to go soon. There she is, look. Eating. Let's have a try. Look at it, a tiny little banana. Look at the colour of that. Oh, that's sweeter than the ones we got at our house. Only tiny little things they are. But wow, is that sweet. I bought some jeans about, must be at least 3-4 months ago, and they're a bit long. And I've been trying to find somebody who can alter them, just, you know, take them up a bit. And there's a fella here in the village, I didn't know, that actually does it. Oh, there you go. There you go, he's the seamstress.
คนสู่ชีวิตเขาเรายังเก็บอยู่เนาะ
อะไรนะครับ
แก่แล้วยังทำงานอยู่
แก่ไม่แก่ ไม่
แก่แล้ว
โอ้เดี๋ยว
เย็บเสื้อผ้าทำงานเขาหรอก
ทุกวันนะทุกวันทำงานทุกวัน
ไม่ได้ทุกวันหรอกบางวันก็จักก็สารอะไรโน่นสารข้องสารอะไรไปบางวันก็สารนี่เขามาให้เย็บให้ตัดก็ทำให้เขาไป
มีความสุขไหมครับ
เพราะว่าเขาเพลิดเพลินไปกับเราทำงานนี่ไปก็เพลินไป
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, cup and cup. One thing I really, really like though about living here, and I've said this before, the locals are just so friendly. It really is very, very nice. It's just a much, more laid back lifestyle, and I really, really like it. Well, Pi is in the greenhouse. If you remember this house, this is the one that we came to look at to see if we wanted to rent it. I keep telling you, Pi's tenacious. There she is, on top of the neighbour's wall, picking the rambutan. Nobody cares. She's got a whole bag full of it. Plus, we had a load of those bananas as well. Like I said, it's, I can never stress this enough, just how laid back this place is. There are some in the village, some of the really old folks, what they do is they put a few fruit and vegetables out front on a little table and they try and sell it. To be honest with you though, nobody really needs to buy it, but people do. And the reason, of course, it helps the old folks. Pi and I do it on a regular basis. There's a couple just down the road from us, and they are an old couple. They must be in their 90s. And that's all they do. They grab a little bit of fruit and put it outside and then try and sell it. And we always go and pretty much clean them out. So, but you're not looking at a huge amount of money. You're looking at sort of, 40, 50, maybe 80 baht at best. So it's no real big deal, but it does help them enormously. But again, this is all about helping the local community. Everybody helps one another. You only have to look at some of the press. There's a particular website operating in Thailand, and I'm not going to mention any names because the expats will know what it is. And it's basically a forum. So they post news on there. Of course, it's nothing good because good news doesn't sell. And the expats generally have a good old rant. I avoid it like the plague, and I do so because it has nothing of value to add. Yes, Thailand has its problems, I've said this before, but if you can find me a country that doesn't, well, you're a better person than I am, because I've travelled extensively in my life, and I can assure you every country I've been to, it's had issues. Thailand is no different. But, it's what you make of it, and ranting about it is not going to make any difference here whatsoever. The Thai government are not going to listen to foreigners. They're not going to do it. So it is a complete and utter waste of time. Again, nothing is perfect. There is an old adage that if you don't like it, well, move. And yes, that's open. And to be honest with some of the hateful comments I've had on this channel and some of the really vile comments I've seen on the website forum, it does beg a belief as to why these people are still here. I've never truly understood it. I've been asked on a few occasions, would you ever leave Thailand? Not right now, no need to. I'm more than happy being here. Our vlog now is becoming pretty well established, and as things move on, no doubt we'll certainly expand the vlog into a bit more travel. And one of those aspects would be to let Pi have a look at other countries. She's never been out of Thailand. So certainly would like to look at Malaysia, and I've been through there a couple of times and it's really, really nice. I like Singapore as well. I wouldn't want to live there though. I've never been into Cambodia or Vietnam, so that would be interesting as well. But again, from my perspective, I've travelled enough to understand that the cultures are different, the way of doing things is different, and that's what really adds to the interest. It really is incredible, and I would like Pi to experience it, that's for sure. Well, that's the rambutan tree that Pi was picking fruit from. We're the other side of the wall now, in the other little soy. It's ever so nice down here. As you can see, Pi's got a huge bag of rambutan, plus the bananas that she had of her mum's sister. Well, Pi's now in somebody else's garden. She don't mind, does she? And what's this, honey?
This one, I don't know English. This one they buy to make wine.
Oh right, so it's a berry of some type. Got to be careful when you're picking this though, because look at all those ants on it. Wow, ferocious devils they are. Now these are the red ants that Pi went harvesting the eggs for, and they can bite. But as you can see, there's a huge amount of fruit on this tree. Now this house here is about, oh, I don't know, 200 yards maybe from our house, max. So yeah, it's not far at all. It's one of our neighbours in the little side soy. Really cool little place. So there you go. That's shopping Thai style. So there we go guys, that's the fruit that we've got for today. And we've got some more dragon eye, bananas, berries and rambutan. How nice is that? Total cost? Nothing, not a single part. We just went round foraging in other people's gardens and they don't mind at all. As a matter of fact, we ended up giving some of it away to one of our neighbours down there who basically exchanged it for some of the berries. No problems at all. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Just a real quick message for Chris. Sorry Chris, I couldn't get into Chengzen town today because the truck's not available. I'll try again tomorrow. I could actually do a search for you online, but to be honest with you, I think I'm much better off getting the price of the bike from the horse's mouth, so to speak. There's two suppliers in Chengzen town, so I'll go and ask both of those as soon as I can get there. Hopefully that'll be tomorrow. Well, that's about all from Pi and I today. There's not much we can do today because we're without transport. So we'll guys catch up with you tomorrow. Whatever you do, have a fantastic day and stay safe. Don't forget, please subscribe, share and like. It does make a huge difference. And of course, thank you very much for the 3,000 subscribers. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.
Thank you so much and see you tomorrow.